few weeks ago, Audi got in touch with the office and asked if we'd be interested in reviewing their new A6 Avant. And I said, that'd be incredible, but I didn't really want to do it in the UK because this car was designed to do far more than just run around down to the shops or take the dogs up to the park or just run the kids to school. This car was designed to do miles, and that's exactly what we've done in it. We have just driven 700 miles to the Dordogne in France, and we're in a fantastic place called Le Parmery, who are going to be looking after us for the rest of the week. So we've got the whole place to do all the filming. You can hire this place exclusively, which is what we've done. There's 3 gîtes here, they're little cottages, what they say in French. We've got the 3 little cottages, the whole place to ourselves. It's absolutely fantastic. Website is coming up down there now, and in any second you can click up there to the left and see the full review that we've done in return for hosting us for the Le Parmeries. There we go, I've got to say it properly, it's all in French. But let's get back to the Audi Avant, because this A6 Avant is pretty spectacular. You really have to experience it, and driving it down here has just been an absolute doddle. It's been so comfortable, it's so practical, it's brought all the crew, all the luggage, everything, and we've got down here in record time as well. So let's see what we think of the new Audi A6 Avant. You're watching me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. If you haven't seen what we do before, feast your eyes for the next minute and a half on our little trailer and you'll get a good idea, and I'll be straight back after that with the review on the car. This is how a car should sound. Listen to this.
I didn't really push it either. I was just having a bit of fun.
Oh, really?
So there you have it, guys. Ferrari's over. My birthday present. Here we go. We're going to meet the crew and hopefully get to take nice. A real one.
I think it makes a good work.
Let's go.
Nice to start.
Nice to see you. Show us your big chopper, your helicopter. So here we are, the Morgan Roadster, where we're here for the Swiss Watch Show. And guys, guess what? It's another morning here out in sunny France. The A6 Avant was launched back in 1998. I can't believe it's been around that long. It was originally based on the A6 Saloon, very, very popular, still is to this day. And Audi took the A6 Saloon and added a section on the back to turn it into the estate car that we know and love today. The car itself, well, Avant doesn't mean estate car. We call it an estate car. Around the world it's known as different things, but Avant actually comes from the French word avant, meaning forward. And Audi used it because they felt that they were forward thinking in taking an A6 Saloon and adding a piece on the back. So it became an Avant or Avant, forward thinking. I love explanations like that where cars get their names from. Cars available in 3 different trim levels. You've got your Sport, you've got the S-Line, and you've got the Black Edition. And your entry-level car will start from around 45,000 UK pounds. A number of different colour choices to choose from. If you like solid white and solid black, guess what? It's included in the price. You're not going to pay any extra. But if you like your metallics and your pearls, you're starting to talk £685 extra for those colours. And if you really want to go silly and go totally unique with your own colour, you could be looking at £4,500 UK pounds extra for your paintwork. So trust me, be careful what colour you go for. Cars come standard with 18-inch alloys, and inside you will get a choice of 4 different leather interiors. Entry-level Audi A6 Avants come with power-assisted tailgates that can be opened using the boot latch itself or via the key fob remotely. You get an attractive set of diamond-cut 18-inch alloys fitted with some decent low-profile tyres. You'll also benefit from Audi's famous Matrix headlights that come with auto dip beam. There's LED running lights and LED turn indicators. All of this comes as standard, plus there's a handy wash system to keep them clean. There are some very attractive roof bars that can accommodate a roof rack, and the large rear screen gets a wash and wipe as standard. Privacy glass all round comes as standard, as well as do the rear LED clusters. There's rain sensing wipers that monitor the weather conditions automatically, and all round parking sensors which will help you park and manoeuvre your A6 Avant with ease. Up front in your entry-level spec, you won't be disappointed. It's premium and plush with luxurious finishes such as piano black, brushed aluminium and leather. All trims come with keyless entry and keyless ignition. There's a 10-inch TFT touchscreen with built-in sat-nav, plus you will get a DAB radio with Bluetooth connectivity, Android Auto, and not forgetting wireless Apple Play. A6s get a fully digital instrument cluster, plus up front the full leather seats are electronically adjusted as well as heated. There's a wireless phone charger as well as 2 USBs and a decent tri-zone air climate control system that has its own separate TFT touchscreen below the main screen. The leather multifunction steering wheel has function buttons for telephone, volume, track change and station change, a star assign button and an Ask Audi button. There's also a menu scroll button and a view change button. The A6 comes standard with adaptive cruise control and a speed limiter, plus there's a very handy park and reverse camera. A6 Avants come with a number of different engine choices. You've got a 2-litre diesel engine that produces 204 brake horsepower. Great for long distance journeys. If you're doing a lot of motoring, you're going to be looking at that diesel option. There's a petrol variant of that as well. It's also a 2-litre petrol engine, and that develops 204 brake horsepower as well. Jumping up the range, you can get that boosted to around 264 brake horsepower, and then the same engine powers the car that we have here today, which is the plug-in hybrid. Now the plug-in hybrid will give you, because it's got an electric motor plus that 2-litre engine, will give you a total of 300 brake horsepower. So this thing is pretty rapid off the mark. It also benefits from that extra all-electric mileage that you get with a plug-in hybrid. So this gets around 30 miles of all-electric. Absolutely perfect for running down the shops, dropping the kids off at school, taking the dogs for a walk, or simply just driving around town doing your shopping. So I'd highly recommend the plug-in hybrid at the end of the day. All of the engines come with one gearbox. It's a 7-speed auto whisper smooth gearbox that Audi have managed to produce over the last few years. Simply superb. Down at the back of the Avant, I think you'll agree with me, it's a really good looking car. It's very, very sporty. You've got these beautiful LED clusters that come all the way around either side. This is the black edition. So you get the nice black trim and you get the black badges. There's black window trim as well. I really like that. All trim levels get the privacy glass all the way around at the back. It's great in the summer, keeps it a little bit cooler, and it also stops prying eyes if you've left something on the back seat as well. Got this massive spoiler on the back here. Not only does it help with the aerodynamics of this car, but also when you're traveling at high speed, it will keep this rear screen as clean as possible. However, if you do need it, every trim level comes with a wash wipe. Inside there's a brake light. Down at the bottom here, no big fat exhaust sticking out dictating anything. Really nice, aesthetically pleasing bottom to this car. Let's take a look inside. There's 565 litres of boot space in this car. It is massive, mahoosive in my language. You could, well, basically, if you put the seats down in this car, you get 1,680 litres. That's the same size as a large double bed mattress. There you go. Incredible size in here. You've got a 40-40-20 split on the seats. So the centre section goes down on its own. Some people call it a ski hatch. Over in England, they don't go skiing, so they don't call it a ski hatch. It's called a B&Q hatch, because we have a DIY store called B&Q where you can go down and buy long lengths of wood, and they will go in there absolutely perfectly. Even at 2 metres long, you get them all the way through in there. If space is a problem for you, you can go with a roof box. We'll talk about that in a second. You get a 12-volt adapter down here, and you can drop the seats either side here. You've got 2 very simple levers, and that will drop the seats. You don't have to run all the way around and do that. Simple, and it's nice and flat as well. Very easy to put stuff in there. You've got your parcel shelf here. That also rolls up as the boot goes up. Don't forget, this is electronically assisted boot, as you saw a minute ago as well. I'm going to pop it down because I want to show you what's on the roof. This came in really, really handy. This is an extra 430 litres of boot space on the roof. Simply incredible. Audi fitted this for me specially so I could use it on the way down because we had loads of camera equipment and lots of the crew that are here. Obviously we've got a lot more stuff to bring than we normally would, but they fitted all that. Well worth it, around about £850, have it all fitted and sorted out for you. I love it. However, and there is a big however, before we fitted that, we were getting around 36 miles to the gallon. When we fitted this, it suddenly dropped to 28 to the gallon. So, you know, do bear that in mind. If you're going a long distance, it's got to be worth that extra 430 litres. And another thing, I know a few might say, well, when it's on the top, what's the actual road handling like of the car? You don't need to worry, it's simply fantastic. Not only is it aerodynamically designed, but all of these cars come with the Audi all-wheel drive system, that famous Quattro system. So it's going to keep you safe no matter what the weather. In the back for the passengers, once again, it's premium quality leather with bags of legroom and headroom. Recessed seatbelts and ISOFIX points are standard. However, the digital air climate control is a really nice extra touch. In the centre, there's a pull-down armrest with a nifty double cup holder and a nice lift-up space to hide your phone out of the way. As soon as you get out on the road in the A6 Avant, you're going to be impressed because this car has all that pedigree, all that technology, all that refinement, all put into one beautiful package. And that's what Audi have created here. And they really have created something, I think, rather special because I've driven this a long way. Best part of 1,500 miles in less than 7 days. And I've really started to understand how this car ticks, how this car works, the way it thinks. And I've really enjoyed every minute of it, even to the point I actually now think I would purchase, wait for it, a plug-in hybrid. Yes, I know, I thought I would never say that. I thought, what a use this piece of kit a plug-in hybrid is. Oh, how wrong have I been? Because once we'd driven our 700 miles, whenever we got slowed down in traffic, we went into battery power because I had it on the auto setting, so it knew exactly when to put a bit of battery in. And although you only get around 30 miles of full electric power with this car, it was more than enough on a day-to-day basis to go out and do the running around, go and pick up cruise supplies, go and get some, you know, takeaway food or what. I never put a single drop of petrol in this car until we did the return journey. So I had the entire 5 days while we were away filming free of charge because it was electric that I was taking from the cottage that I rented. It was genius. And I know even at home, if I had one of these cars, 7.2 kilowatt charger, takes 2-3 hours and it's fully charged again. Give me 30 miles of running around. If I've got to go and do a bit of shopping or pick the kids up from school, take the dogs out for a walk, this is perfect. I'll always have petrol in the car as well. I don't have to worry about running out. It's also so easy to use. If you want to go into electric mode, if you don't want to use the auto mode, you just click down like that. Now we're in electric mode. Silence. Listen to that. Pure electric mode. I love it. Now all of a sudden you think, no, I need a little bit of power. Now I'll have normal engine mode, combustion mode, but it's also using the electric motor to give a combined 300 brake horsepower, so this car can half shift. And if you use the paddles as well and you go into, click down once again, you go manual gearbox, sport gearbox, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. 5 different modes on this car. Mode buttons down here, really easy to access. Efficiency, keep it in efficiency because this car needs to be in efficiency. Comfort is your next one down. It will pop in and out, unfortunately. Auto, which is the one I was telling you about, leaving it in that because it knows exactly how to set the dampers up, when you need that extra acceleration, when you need the electric. Auto's the one. Then you've got dynamic, which is a bit of fun, but it will burn your juice up very quickly. And then you've got an individual mode at the bottom where you can actually take little bits of each. So if you fancy sporty steering and maybe more efficient on the throttle, you can set all that up yourself. It's perfect the way it's been set up. I love it. So comfortable at the end of the day. Economy wise, okay, I'm gonna forgive it a little bit because I've had the roof box on the top and it's a little bit unfair, especially when you've got an extra, we had nearly 80 kilos up there. So it's quite a lot of kit. And that wind resistance on this car, although it's shaped nicely, it's just going to bring it down. And it did, to just under 29 to the gallon. But I had 4 people in this car, 4 adults, a roof box with 80 kilos on it, plus all the luggage in the back as well. I think that's pretty fair for a car that's doing 75, 80 miles an hour, for 700 miles dead straight. I'll give it that. I'm pretty sure without the roof box and without everybody in here, efficiency, using a bit of battery, 37, 39 maybe to the gallon on a run. Easy. I reckon it could easily do it. The tech behind this car. Let's talk a quick bit about the tech. Digital cluster. Absolutely beautiful at night. It's got lovely ambient light to this car. Sets all that up as well according to the ambient light in the car itself. So if it starts to get dark, it does it all itself. It's lovely. You don't have to worry about a thing. Dual screen down here. That is a genius idea because the lower one controls, or most of the time controls, your heating. So you can up and down your heating, do your aircon and stuff like that. The above one, you can do your sat nav or your tunes or whatever you're doing. And when you do need to input something in the sat nav, you can even write it on the lower screen and it detects it, and it'll actually put, so you can write a postcode down there with your finger and it'll actually come up there. It's brilliant. I love the Ask Audi button. Came in handy a few times. Audi, we need a burger. Where's the nearest McDonald's? We're on the French autoroute, and suddenly within 10 miles we're sitting in Mackie D's because this thing suddenly goes, yes, there is one in 7 miles down the road. I'll direct you. Oh, brilliant, genius. I love all that. So there's a lot of tech involved. You've got wireless charger in here as well for your phone. There's 2 USBs in there as well, so you know your passenger can plug in and charge up as well. It's just generally a really well thought out car for somebody who loves to drive. This is built to do miles, and likewise the seat, the comfort on this car, the peripheral vision, the actual when you're driving at high speed as well. And I've got to say, the quietness of the car is so quiet. It's beautiful. 2 or 3 times I looked in the mirror and both the crew in the back were fast asleep, and they never sleep ever. Unbelievable. Yeah, generally all round, I've loved driving it. As you can probably gather, I'm over enthusing a little bit about the car, but I've been impressed. I'm very impressed with this car, and I think you could do far wrong to go down and give one a test drive. If you're in the market for an estate car, a luxury estate car, and you're looking for that comfort, that versatility, and don't forget the safety in this car. It's got Audi's all-wheel drive system built into it. It's got a quattro all-wheel drive. It doesn't get much better when you're belting it down a French auto route, suddenly pouring with rain, and you just feel so secure in this car. You feel like there's, you know, that abundance of technology is going to make sure that you are safe. Additionally, apart from all the lovely techie bits and all the comfort and the driving and everything, the warranty on this car, decent warranty. It's 3 years or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first. Standard Audi warranty. You also get a 12-year anti-perforation warranty with that. As for any rusty bits that should occur, cannot believe there'd be any rusty bits on this car. 3-year paint warranty, roadside assistance, and on top of that, because this is a plug-in hybrid, it comes with a battery. Now that battery is covered for 8 years or 100,000 miles. All of these, the main warranty, the whole thing can all be transferred to a new owner if you sell the car within that warranty period. You can extend the warranty for not a lot of money, up to 4 or even 5 years if you're going to keep this car a while. I don't think you'd be selling one of these too much in a hurry. I think you're going to buy one of these. You can use it on a day-to-day basis for next to nothing using the electric. And at the end of the day, when you need to do somewhere like, you know, go down to the Dordogne Valley like we did in this car, it's there and it's available. But yeah, genius. All round, this car ticks many boxes for me. I'm at an age where I think an estate car is probably something I would consider. I've always been into my big SUVs and my off-roaders. Maybe it's time for a change. Who knows? So there you have it, guys, the Audi A6 Avant. What do we think of it? Well, if you're in the market for a family estate car that's not only comfortable, but it's economical, it's practical, it's versatile, and it's got some serious street cred about it, then look no further and get down to your Audi showroom and give one a test drive. Because at the end of the day, I can wax lyrical about this car, but it might not be for you. The proof is in the pudding, which is the lovely expression I like to use. We've driven this car 700 miles and we've driven around this area as well. We're in the Dordogne, I mentioned that at the beginning. Absolutely fantastic. Les Palmeries, once more, a big thank you send out to Les Palmeries for looking after us the last week that we've been down here. Simply fantastic. website coming up down below. Get over, you can see all the pictures over there. Book it for yourself, because I don't think you're going to go far wrong coming down here and enjoying a holiday with your family at the same time. You've been watching me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed our review of the Audi A6 Avant. Don't forget, like, subscribe and comment. If you've got any comments, any questions about the car, about anything I've said, maybe you own one of these and you want to add in a little bit of your own experiences driving one of these cars, use the comment box. That's what it's there for. It's down there for a reason. There's also a subscribe button down there as well. If you want to tick that, you're going to get regular updates on all the videos that we produce. Leave the bell unchecked and you'll get a little notification, lets you know when we upload a video. Don't forget, we don't just do car reviews. One more thing I will ask you, could you give us a thumbs up, guys? I'd really appreciate it. We don't get a bonus or any pay rise, but what we do get is a pat on the back from the boss and the sponsors for job well done. And for me and the crew, that's such a big thing, so I'd really appreciate it. In return for that, what I will offer you is a free copy of the Player book, because as I said, we're not just a YouTube channel and a car review station. We do so much other stuff, and it's all part of our book called The Player. As you can see there, I'm holding it up. That's the Player. There are 220 pages of everything us guys absolutely love. There's cars in there, there's boats, there's motorcycles, quad bikes, submarines even, interviews, there's golf, there's holidays, there's cooking, you name it, it's in there, guys. 220 pages of it. You can get it completely free of charge because you watch me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. Head over to www.theplayer.co.uk. Hang on, by the magic of edit. There she comes, it's in there. Head over there, I'll leave it up for a few seconds so you can memorise it. All you got to do is put your name in and your email. It's as simple as that. You've been watching me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. I'll catch you next week with hopefully something equally as good and as fun to drive as the Audi A6 Avant.